time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he returns this to the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Sharp. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56 and up.
Operating from the gun. Sharp. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Third down, here's McCaffrey. The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun. Sharp. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at their 48-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Sharp, he sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Sharp. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check 15, check 15.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins, and this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Panthers nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sharp. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 20-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sharp. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check the backer.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You got 4. You got 4. Hey, look through.
Throwing on 1st down. Sharp. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Panthers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, Carolina.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now a timeout.
To the goal line.
7 seconds left in the first half.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And the kickoff for Carolina.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From the 31, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks
All you got to do is look and learn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Joey Slye to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. Open man here. Sims complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following the fumble recovery, Sharp taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught, and he's down inside the 5. At the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Samuel.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
On on first down. This is McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Sharp. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The throw taken in by Sims. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go play action now. Haskins. Caught left side, Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins will find Williams on the slant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
I got you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check.
Haskins back to the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points. Maybe more.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's crossing. He's checking. 56.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, Sharp. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Sharp. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Carolina.
DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. And they've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Washington 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins.
You know they pay me
back. Get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
Haskins.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Sharp. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
24-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Haskins. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
49-yard.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. And they have got the lead.
Is good. Makes this Washington 28, Panthers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Tonight's finals, Washington.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.